Hey, how's it going? Whoa. So, here, let you, whoopsie, I don't want to knock that over. Sorry, I did not prepare ahead of time for this. Oh, goody, it looks like I have a black eye. Well, I don't. I'm allergic to my cat, so it gives me dark under eye shadows. But I'm not getting rid of my cat, which was the doctor's solution. So there, take a look at my signs. Can you see them? I hope so. I would really prefer to stay at as low light as possible. This is a heating pad. My neck, I don't know what I did when I was sleeping, but it's not good today. So, anyway, housekeeping taken care of. You know, it's Monday, right? The 15th of September, 2024, I think. I mean, I know it's 2024. I think it's the 15th. So, come on, brain. Okay, so it's Monday. Usually on Sunday, I like to do a video. You know, I was doing it every day for a while, and I guess I burned out on that pretty quick. I mean, I could continue to do it, and then, like, I guess I would get, like, really good at it, but, there's other stuff I need to do in a day, and I only got so much fuse. I only got so much fuse in a day, so I decided to do it less often, make videos anyway. And so, all right, what a good time for my stomach to decide to just be sour. Hooray! Okay, so I did not do a video yesterday because I was I guess I was just like processing a lot, like things that had happened, things that hadn't made sense for a while, where like, oh, now that makes sense on a number of levels. So it was kind of like, you know what, I'm just not gonna do that today. Although my heart was in it, my mind was in it, you know, like I did my regular things, and then come to find out over the course of the day that the day itself, like the regular stuff, this weekend, the regular stuff just wasn't there in my routine, which doesn't entirely just depend on me. You know, there's other parts of the recipe, I guess. So anyway, I have been talking about I'm not even sure like what word to use to describe my feelings that I've been having about like religion as a, I mean, I didn't like officially sign any papers to like un-Catholic, but I didn't sign any in this life, even though it's what I wanted to happen when I made my life blueprint. This me now is just all, I didn't ask to be a Catholic, but I guess it happened, that happened, and so yeah, anyway, so yeah, no like exit signing or whatever, but let's just say I don't participate like really at all, except for like as an academic curiosity, really, you know, like my own history with it, and then just like it really has an effect on society over the world, the Christianity, and so that is just a thing that used to be the way we did stuff, and it came with a whole like vocabulary and glossary and like pictures and all this stuff, like the church and the Vatican and the Roman Catholics, and then all of the splinters that have come along over time. Well, it just makes it a very muddy thing, the Christianity. And I don't know if other religions have that problem. Like, I don't know if there's 56,000 other versions of Islam. But anyway, back to me and the Catholicism. I have just been feeling like it's not for me, and you are, when you're raised in it, that is just like, what are you saying? You can't. It's like blood in and blood out or something. But it doesn't have to be, and that's kind of what I've been kind of wrestling with, and guilt mainly. Like, can I leave? I mean, I don't really follow it. Like, I think what we're given to follow is broken and messed up, and the more we humans interpret it, the more we screw it up. And it's just like, it's not even what it was supposed to be. Way before, like 100 years ago even, it's just been like this repetition of like review, renew, restructure, repeat, and it's just like the core of it has gotten so distorted. So I don't know, I guess, and I have felt like that since I was a child. I would not have explained it in that way, but I definitely was like, something ain't right about this. Like, so like now I've come to a point where like, okay, I have processed this. I know what to do with it. I know what is happening. I now understand what my feelings are about it. And so it really is not for me anymore. And it's okay. Like, I'm not going to get struck by lightning and go to hell or any of those things. Because for one thing, those are like stuff we tell each other to keep like our kids and each other in line. So it's that kind of thing right there that just makes me want to not participate, you know, because it's not what it's claiming to be, and what it actually is a way to control and manipulate a huge crowd of people. So this is, I'm not saying that I'm literally saying, I'm only talking about me. Have come to these, not decisions, but I guess revelations or understandings of what I've been trying to process, like what I've been feeling about these things, and just noticing that it's not so easy personally to just get out from it, you know, because even non-Catholics would be like offended, like, oh, you left your, like, if they're religious, like it would just be bad if you left your religion, because you have it in your face so much, whether you're Christian or not, you know. You know how the whole sin thing works and everything, like it's just everywhere. And it's like, God, they don't even need to put the commandments in school. It's like, you guys that are really pushy about it are already in all of our every orifice about it. Like, back off. That's, I'm speaking for myself, but that is my perception. So, not to offend people that take it seriously still, and also get comfort from it, because the thing about it that's probably kept it together, religion, and like, I know Christianity is really suffering now. Like, the churches are Dang, the last time I went to church with my mom, there was a 19 in the date. That's how long ago that was. But that church was sparsely populated is an upgrade. I think there was a total of 5 parishioners, or just people in the pews, and the priest. I think it was a school day, so there was an altar man. But yeah, I mean, tumbleweed should have been rolling through there. But people do take comfort in all of the iconography and the stories, and you know, the Bible is an interesting thing. Like, it started out one way, and like, even the best intentions of it is just like, wait a minute, go back, it started out how? And then that's where I have run into problems as an adult. I mean, it's just like all this subterfuge, I feel like, and then like mixed in there's like little golden Easter eggs of useful knowledge and spirituality, but what a mess it's become. The more, like I said, the more we have to do with it, the more screwed up it gets, because we're changing we're changing it. That's a problem. It's like, it's not even like the physician, heal yourself. It's not even like take the breath out of the oxygen mask first as the plane goes down so you can save whoever's next to you, your child or whatever. It's like, God, I don't know. I don't even know if... Ooh, I'm just not even going to say that. Never mind. But the situation is more dire if... Not going to say that either. What I will say is that there are people that still get comfort and fulfillment from religion and the whole, like, going to church and congregating with the people and singing the songs, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I almost feel like you're worshiping a false god. I almost feel like, because like I said, everything has gotten so distorted, and then if you say something like that, like I just said, oh, well, that's what, heretical? I don't know, like, people are trying to drag us back to the times where I could get drowned or something for saying something like that, but thankfully we're not in those times. But the point is, it's just like I say on my sign, this is opinion commentary for your entertainment, hopefully, and it's not the end of the world. Like, just take it or leave it, you know? And all of those people I was talking about that enjoy their church and get good out of it, because that can happen too, you know? But then other people, like myself, feel like they need something else. Like, I'm just going to leave it at that. But I need a change from that kind of thing, I think. So I finally got to the realization that, like, at least in those terms that I just stated, that's my feeling on the matter. Like, it's finally where I can say, like, oh, okay, I can just let go of this, and it's not, don't drag that with you. Don't drag any of that stuff with you, and whole new thing. So that makes a lot of the 11s and 111s I've seen, what's happening to my syntax? I've been seeing makes sense. I mean, I know that there's been a lot of things happening in the world and personally that are like new, you know, odometers rolling over to zero, like left and right. not as much with me. Like, there's a lot going on, but there's a whole lot more going on in the world. So I guess you're getting Sunday today. But I want to say something else because I'm going to go here in a second. But I just was thinking about there's more going on in the world. And so to start with, like, when it kind of goes along with the religious thing and like what it was supposed to be, what it is, what we can get out of it, because well, I personally can't just take it at face value. I have to like mine it for something worthwhile. Sorry to use those terms, people that would not like it. I apologize. But that's how I feel. So, uh-oh, I got lost. There's a progression. I knew I should have written this down. Well, I feel like yeah, I needed something else. A step. I don't want to say up, because I don't want it to be all like snotty or, you know, like I'm trying to poop on what I was just talking about, because actually that got me a long way through life. I just, like I said, I just need something more. So, but anyway, okay, so I guess what I'm getting at is it actually is a relief to find a way to let go of that and feel good about it, because, you know, something I haven't talked about in a while is one of the things that I've learned from the ETs is that whatever you do, even if we believe it to be wrong in our little world, our society here, no one is ever doing anything wrong. I mean, like I said, I guess it depends on the venue. Dang, I wish I had have written that down, because I had like a 3-point sort of conversational path that I was going to follow, and of course I got sidetracked and then I got lost. So skip Sunday, because I still had to think about all of that stuff. Talked about the religion thing, so what else was there? Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of also about getting to a place where you can feel comfortable making changes when... Oh, now I remember. But yeah, pin that, what I just said. So, and this is kind of like religion and the Bible. For one thing, I've been watching a lot of spy stuff, like I've really been drawn to it. And then the second thing is the things I've been watching, I've seen other people are talking about either those same things or very similar things. And that's good, because I've been wondering, even though I like it, why am I like watching like a lot, like mostly spy stuff, like 3 different networks and shows about like intelligence agencies and governments and things that happened after wars and things that happened before wars, because oh my gosh, we know so much about the wars, like we glorify it so much, and yuck. So that tells me that since I'm not the only one sort of on these things, that and that other people are, is that we're all sort of coming to some kind of conclusions about things collectively. And I hope that is good. I hope that goes in a good way. So, the news. And when I say the news, I mean television broadcast news, which, since I don't actually have TV capabilities right now, except for online, it's mostly clips. But, you know, I'll still watch the stuff that I can handle, because I used to watch MSNBC a lot, and then I had to stop because it was driving me crazy. Every show was about selling a book on the evenings, so I don't watch evening stuff at all, except for clips in the morning, the next day or whatever. Because you can't help but notice what they don't talk about. You can't help but notice how 90% of the time it is just stuff that makes you feel awful hearing about, and it's just continuous, one after the other, conversation, report. It's not good news, you know. Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel good to hear it or see it? And then there's presentation too. There's definitely a tone, there's a leaning, and there's a hell of a lot of Republicans populating MSNBC, and it's like sorry, Republican gods. Even if they're like, now they're independents or now they're libertarians, they are not lefties though. And they make the other people, like their competitor stations, politicians on the right, they act as if CNN also and MSNBC are like, you know, to the left of democracy now, and that's just not the case. And so, yeah, all the Republicans, that makes it hard to watch, because I'm not a Democrat anymore, but I'm definitely to the left of both of those, Democrats and Republicans. And I'll tell you what I don't enjoy is watching people that used to be Republicans or are Republicans, or just are not Democrats at least, talking about what the Democrats should be doing. And it's like, wait a second, who are you and who did you used to be and where did you come from? Why should I listen to you? You failed at what you were before. You chose to be in the group that I consider failures, no matter if they're winning elections or not. And that would be the right. Especially, it's not even just Trump. I would say, like, since Reagan, they've just been stinkier and stinkier to, like, tolerate, to listen to and hear. You know, they just say awful stuff, I think. So, not my favorite thing. So that's another reason not to watch. But yeah, like, every show at night was all selling either the host's book or the guest's book. And I was like, I didn't tune in to, like, the New York Times book review channel, did I? Or the book sales and ads. Oof, I don't like them. Stop, get them off me. So when it's not the commercials, I don't want to see a whole show about an ad. There, rant completed. So there's a reason why all of the networks, the big ones on television, and even the little ones, are controlled by conservatives mostly. Or when I say controlled, owned. So some of these people think it's all about them, and the network should just show what they want to see and what they think is the right thing. And it's like, that sucks for the rest of us looking for actual news, because there's more going on than political junk they're talking about all the time. So I guess I'm not that bummed about not having television at the moment, because I ain't missing nothing on there. but it's very controlled information and environment, and if you can see it, good for you. Good. And if you don't, well, I hope you do soon. And then stop watching it, because, I mean, I had it on, something was playing, because they have, like, election stuff, so there's long clips, like whole episodes, but it's, like, live stuff, and it'll have, like, panel members that are on, like, shows from daytime and nighttime, and they're talking, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, they were Republican, as in politicians, so you have all these ex-Republicans as, like, the announcers, and then I'm like, okay, no. Even if they're not, like, Trump Republicans, and they've stopped being Republicans or something else, like I's or L's, they, to me, being anti-Trump is a low bar. So they're not, like, great, and MSNBC is not lefty at all to me. Like, I don't know. I don't watch the nighttime anymore. I used to think Chris Hayes was okay, but then he was the worst with all of the books, and then Rachel Maddow was okay, and then her too with all of the books. So it became so much about that stuff that I don't even know what they were talking about anymore. I can't really watch them, even in the clips, books or not. I no longer care what they have to say, because I think the last time I paid attention, I was like, that sounds wrong coming out of them, and they don't seem to have changed their colors, their spots politically. I think their tone and content has changed because of what the owner of the network wants said and not said. Maybe it's a board, but that controls the content of these networks. So it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's unwatchable anymore. And then now, like, I've been watching stuff, news type content. And when I say news type, I mean stuff like Majority Report or TYT or I don't know, like, those are the go-tos for me, but I watch a lot of other things too that sort of come in, I guess, depending what I end up looking at. So I get, like, conservative news stuff that comes in, and sometimes I look at, like, Fox and News Nation, like, all of that junk, and I assume it's because of what I'm looking at in my feed, because I'm certainly not clicking on it. But if it has something of interest, I'll watch some, or news from England or whatever that's focused on here, or like BBC. Like, I look at a lot of stuff because I want to get as many viewpoints as possible, because they're all saying something for a reason, although you'll do better with the online news type outlets, though, because they are somewhat freer to get on a point or other. But then you run into, like, the censorship now is insane. My goodness, you can't say anything, and people are going along with that crap. I don't like, it's like infantilizing. I don't like it. Like, stop telling adults what they can and can't say. That sucks. No one likes it. So, I don't know. I guess what I'm saying personally, no one has to take it like I'm saying, hey, do this, follow me. I'm expressly not saying that. I'm just saying that for me personally, I'm having to look at everything in a different light, but in a different light than I was before, because all of this stuff I was aware of and I saw, but my attitude of interfacing with it is changing it, and I might not even do that anymore. And I'm pleased to see movement in other people that I align with and people I don't, are making changes that I can get behind. Like, I'm into it. So I guess we always just have to look out for that if we're interested. I feel like it's a good thing to be of interest, because we all affect each other, you know. I want to say regardless of whether we're paying attention to each other or not, but a lot of us are. I guess that's it. I just like a check in on how I was doing on my religious, you know, conundrums, or Catholic, Christian, I don't know. I gotta say though, I guess it was weighing on me, because once I realized, you know, you can just let that all go. It's not what it was, it's not what it used to be. I guess mainly in our minds. It's not what it used to be. But you can, like, get out of the clutches of it. Like, seriously, it was all, like, mental, like, guilt. But, yeah, you can get out from under that. Anyway, I guess that's what I'm saying right now. Thank you and good night.